day by day. The way of the crypto warriors can't rely on the bankers, no way.
Good morning, Bix Weir, roadrunner.com with your morning horn of Z's, your sip of chaga coffee. Takes a little longer to make your chaga coffee when you're in the middle of nowhere. We are in, I think we're somewhere in New Mexico on our way to Albuquerque for the last show of the first set of shows. Having a blast, but old man like me is getting tired. But it's going to be a blast in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Go to roadtoruta.com. And if you click right on top at Road Show, you can see where we are. We're at the Salt Yard West. It was the Salt Yard East, and then we had to move it, or they had to move it to the Salt Yard West. Salt Yard West in Albuquerque on Edison Drive Northwest. That'll be from 2 to 6 in the afternoon in Albuquerque. It's supposed to be good weather. Right now, weather all over the United States is crazy. We have yet to see if Josh and Paige's RV has survived a night of sub-freezing temperatures. It was like 20 degrees last night, and they have a regular RV, not this cool RV that we have that has all the piping and plumbing indoors, and it stays warm. So we'll see what's going on with their rental RV. But definitely, if you can make it to Albuquerque, I know a lot of people who went to the Phoenix show are going to be coming to Albuquerque too. It was a blast. Oh my God, I'm still exhausted from that show. It was so fun. Litecoin Lisa and Clint Westwood were there talking about freedom and charity and helping the world. Jenny Moonstone did a readings for everybody on stage. It was awesome. So fun. Paige and Josh did a great job as usual. Amy did a great job as usual. It's really a fun gig. So if you have the time and effort, come out, say hi, listen to some exciting stuff. We got Peter Schwartz from C60 is going to talk about keeping ourselves healthy in this crazy world. I can't think of a better thing than C60 right now to get rid of certain things I can't talk about. YouTube has been like denying me every time for monetization lately. They're not giving me a strike. They just say no monetization, no monetization. Apparently you can't talk about freedom on a platform like YouTube. So I don't know what's going on there, but anyway, we keep dragging along as the gas prices are crazy. We're getting like 10 miles per the gallon because we're towing the trailer. And we got 2 RVs we're filling up. It's like, whoa, out of control. So if you can help out, come to see us in Albuquerque, New Mexico. All right, I want to talk about silver. But first, Cliff High posted a new one. Those of you who don't know, Cliff posts on occasion on BitChute. And this one's called Dinner with Trump. Really interesting analogy about having a battle, a war with dinner, over dinner, like Trump's there and Putin's there and the ninjas come of the deep state. And it's really good. And he talks about the monetary system. It is absolutely right in line with the road to Ruta. I mean, like literally word for word, not word for word. Cliff explains it a little better. He goes into how we got here in the first place with the Khazarian mafia and shit like that. So go check that out. Cliff High at BitChute, Dinner with Trump. All right. And if you go to Road to Ruta, I posted an interview I did last month, Cliff High and the Fate of Silver and Humanity. Go check that out. Silver is getting slammed today. Same with gold. It is 100%. The manipulation, part of the plan, everything's... The good guys have won this battle, by the way. And another flag dropped yesterday. Unexpectedly, supposedly, U.S. unexpectedly sanctions China officials hours after demanding Beijing condemn Russia. What did I say? I had a theory that Trump and Putin and Xi got together and say, okay, Trump, you'd be the bad guy first. Putin would be the bad guy second. And third would be Xi would be the bad guy to take out the banking cabal, the Khazarian mafia. That's what's happening. Wait until China shuts us off. Obviously, this would be the biggest blunder in diplomacy history, in the history of any country, if the U.S. starts sanctioning China, the provider of practically everything we use. I mean, the insanity of this guy, Anthony Blinken, he must have been told by the good guys, you are going to fall on the sword. This is what you do it now. They might have even done it for him. This guy's probably in jail, truthfully. Our fake presidency is the insanity of this happening at this point in time when already goods from Russia have seriously curtailed economic activity. Imagine cutting off China now. China's not going to take this sitting down. But remember, it's all part of the plan. All part of the plan. Okay, back to silver. Yeah, there's silver things going on in the background that are massive. Beyond massive. Price does not matter. That's all you got to remember. Right now, we should all be on the sidelines in our lawn chairs with our assets in our own possession, knowing that at some point they could click a mouse and put silver at minus $40 like they did oil. They could put Bitcoin at minus $40 like they did oil. These exchanges are fake. The entire complex is fake. And they will do that. I think Biden's announcement of potential cyber attacks by Russia. You know who needs the cyber attacks is the bad guys. The deep state. Of course they're going to do that. That's the end game for them. That's fine. If you have your assets in your own possession, you don't care what happens on the internet. Now, if those cyber attacks means the internet goes down for more than a week, we're fucked. I mean, we're in deep trouble. I don't think it will. I think the good guys are in charge, but that's the end game for a lot of this shit is to, it wasn't our fault. It was the computer's fault. That's why you have to have your assets in your own possession. Silver in your own possession, gold, if you like gold for some reason, in your own possession. The U.S., I believe, will be going back to a gold standard where you can redeem your gold coins at a bank. Not a bank, at a United States of American Treasury building bank. Probably the post office is the facilities that they will use because they're already kind of set up for that. And it was always the plan back in the early days of Road to Ruta that the banks would shut down, all of that would be washed away, that fiat unbacked Federal Reserve notes would go away, and then we would return to sound money in the United States using gold. And then cryptos came along. Cryptos will be part of it, but gold. There's so much gold. Oh, my God. There's so many massive tons of gold. Jeffrey Christian and the people who don't know much about gold will say there's only been 200,000 tons of gold ever mined in the world. It's the scarcest resource in the world. Why do they say that? Because they're the ones who hold it all. Of course they want to say that. It's like the De Beers family saying diamonds are valuable. They found 1 billion diamonds in one crater in Russia. 1 billion diamonds. Diamonds are not a valuable resource. They're fun for, weddings and all that. They're beautiful to look at, but they are not a scarce resource, and that's what the key to value is, scarcity. That's why Bitcoin is going to do so well if you hold it in your own possession. If it's at Coinbase or Kraken or all those will go down with the banks going down, as in not even come back up again. No, there'll be no Nestra and Gestra and the quantum financial system. As a matter of fact, just to skip ahead a little bit, anybody owning XRP should be shocked at this announcement that the BIS joint pilot institutions can use CBDCs for international settlements. Oh my God, Bix, no, XRP, you don't understand. Everybody signed agreements that they will use XRP as the new SWIFT system. That's baloney. How hard is it for the BIS or the Bank of International Settlements, if they have any say at all, to invent their own? And they're all stealing Reggie's technology anyway. XRP will be in the junk heap, in my opinion, because XRP is reliant on the deep state criminal bankers staying in charge, and they're not going to be in charge. And if they were in charge, why would they let a couple bankers who invented XRP have all the value, keep all the value, when they can do it themselves? And it's so easy. As a matter of fact, right here, the BIS joint pilot. The experimental CBDC platform proved that the design approaches used to address 3 major issues of access, jurisdictional boundaries, and governance were effective. Voila, they've just invented another XRP that the banks, that the criminals within the deep state, which are part of the XRP gang, are cut out. Remember, open source software is the key. And you really think banks are going to give up that power? No, never. Not in my lifetime. Anyway, moving on. Sorry, XRP holders. So yeah, Everything's going as planned as far as I can tell. Yes, it's crazy and it's going to get crazier. I'm going to have some more crazy theories as more develops. Because this is huge. Get your assets in your own possession. Sit on a lawn chair on the side of the road and watch all this shit go down. Don't get too deep into the mix. Talk about freedom. Help your friends and family understand what cryptocurrencies are, what gold and silver are. It's very important for their future. They can probably start to see it now, especially with what was done in Canada. It's seizing bank accounts. You don't think the deep state would love to do that in the United States of America? I would venture to say that they're going to do that as one of there's my next prediction. They're going to try to shut down bank accounts in the United States as part of the way to show humanity how criminal and how little control we have over our own assets if a bank is holding them. So get ready for that. I don't know when it'll happen. I don't know why it'll happen. Probably when this cyber hack comes and they'll say, "Oh my God, we have to control the system." It's the Russians blew apart the unbacked fiat monetary system. It wasn't our printing quadrillions of dollars behind the scenes. It was the Russians. Insane. Again, they slammed silver back down under $25. It's still above 200-day moving average. Now let's talk about timing for silver. Bank of America has to get the price of silver as low as possible by the end of the month. Just a few, I think next week is the end of the month. Just a few trading days left. I expect them to do it. I expect them to be successful because they can do anything they want with computers and derivatives. And just all they had to do was go to Vinny Viola at Virtu Financial and say, okay, we want the price at $23. Let's knock it below $23. How about $22.50 at the closing date so we can tell the world that we're not that deep into silver derivatives via the OCC, the Office of Comptroller of Currency data. This is what really exposed Bank of America, what Ted Butler was jumping up and down about. $18 billion silver derivative position that they literally out of, the third quarter of last year. And these are all, remember, these are all derivatives that are outside the COMEX, but there is a COMEX component. And we can see that from what Bank of America delivered. Let me show you where right here. Back in December, Bank of America delivered 5,000 contracts, 25 million ounces in December. Remember, BofA was not at any kind of all player before last year in silver. And now you can see what they're doing. So they delivered 25 million ounces. And look, they're taking delivery in February, March, and April. They'll take delivery in May, or February, March, January, February. Oh, that's okay. January, February, March, they took delivery. This equals about 5,000 contracts already. So I think next month, in April, they're going to take another big delivery and then have a monster. They're going to have to issue the silver. They're going to have to give up all this silver is just piling up because they have to deliver that silver in May. And it'll be probably, it all depends on what happens in April. And we'll know that in the first few days of April. Now, April's not a silver delivery month, but look at the amount of silver that BofA is accumulating. 25 million ounces. Try to go out there and get 25 million ounces on your own. You got to be in the club. You got to be in the know. You got to be a too big to fail bank that all the bankers agree, okay, we're not going to hurt Bank of America because they've stuck their head on the chopping block. Let's all give Bank of America our silver so they can pay off these crazy silver leases that they did. But this isn't even close to what they owe, according to this data right here, $18 billion worth of silver. That's right around at the time and that price. This is the third quarter. This is the last release. Oh, by the way, any day now we're going to get the next quarter. I don't think it'll be a gigantic one, which will be the fourth quarter of last year is when these things get reported. The OCC data, it's about 3 months late always, of course, because they got to massage the data. But if you believe this data, the first quarter won't be big, but the second and third quarter, especially the third quarter, when close to half of this was done in the third quarter of last year. Now, the reason I think all this is coming to a head this year is look at the the term. Less than 1 year. These leases are all less than 1 year. And it can't be 1 year. It has to be less than 1 year. So it can't be 1 year lease. It could be, 1 day short of 1 year. But all this, it could any quarter now. I think there'll be a huge delivery in May, and that might be it. And then the shit falls apart. I don't know. I know that Bank of America can't deliver 800 million ounces of silver that they borrowed like idiots. So that's where we are. Get your silver in your own possession. Hang on to it the best you can. Again, they're going to slam the price of silver. I believe by next week, the only day that matters to BofA is the last closing day. And then they have to take that price, times it by the amount of silver leases they still have outstanding. And that is the number that they're going to have to report for the first quarter 2022, which won't get reported to the world for another 3 months or so. But then the big numbers are coming next quarter and the quarter after that. And they don't have it. They spent it. They sold it into the market to keep the price below $30 last year. They did a great job. Congratulations, but you're screwed for the future. Another reason why they want this cyber attack. They want a force majeure to happen on the COMEX. That's the only way out of this for the banking cabal. And they're doing their best to do it. They'll start wars to do it. They'll do cyber attacks. Weather war is going on right now in the middle of the country. Poor Litecoin Lisa and Charlie, all their flights were canceled for 2 days because of the weather, so they had to drive back. Jenny Moonstone missed her flight somehow and had to fly an overnighter last night. Had to sit in the airport for like 9 hours or something crazy like that. Maybe more. Maybe it was 12 hours. It was crazy. I'll be talking to Jenny on Thursday. We're going to do our reading. Lots to talk about. We will be posting on the private road the Jenny discussion. I can't put her stuff on the public road. Unfortunately, she's too, I don't know, YouTube doesn't like her. She's too deep into their shit. She can see through their evil plans. So I'll be posting that this weekend on the private road. The show must go on. And then, of course, the show is all about Albuquerque. Albuquerque on, where is it? On Saturday, the 26th. 2 to 6 at Salt Yard West. Again, if you are on the private road to Road to Ruta, all the Jenny Moonstone readings are right there on the private road section. And right now, we have posted a Freedom Roadshow replays where we show all the action from the roadshows. We've only posted the first one. We've been on the road. We can't do editing and all that. But we'll get the second one up there hopefully by the end of the week. And then once we get home, we can get our shit together again and and post regularly. Anyway, please subscribe to this video. We're trying to hit 100,000 followers, and every time we get close, YouTube takes away followers. Thank you, YouTube. You're just so sweet to the Road to Ruta. Again, they don't like freedom. What can I say? What can I say? This is Bix Weir, roadtoruta.com. I'll talk to you later.
All right, it's time to have a little fun with our friends on the comics. This song goes out to that big old gigantic naked short out there. You know who you are. It's kind of lonely at the top, ain't it? I thought I heard the people say, pay me my silver now. Tomorrow's another trading day. But pay me my silver now. Watching the comics prices rise. Pay me my silver now. JP Morgan naked shows the highs. Pay me my silver now. Pay me, pay me, pay me my silver now. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my silver now. CFTC, you better shut it down. Pay me my silver now. There's people rising up in every town. Pay me my silver now. The Gatta boys are in the know. Pay me my silver now. Tinfoil hats at the silver show. Pay me my silver now. Pay me, pay me, pay me my silver now. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my silver now. Butler nails you every time you try. Pay me my silver now. The BPS shows how much you lie. Pay me my silver now. The game is done when the silver's gone. Pay me my silver now. Comex metal in the warehouse, none. Pay me my silver now. Pay me, pay me, pay me my silver now. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my silver now. The banking boys melt that witch. Pay me my silver now. Deliver those bars and melt that bitch. Pay me my silver now. Pay me, pay me, pay me my silver now. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my silver now. 'Cause now is the time to free our land. Pay me my silver now. Silver in my pocket, paper in the can. Pay me my silver now. Pay me, pay me, pay me my silver now. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my silver now. Pay me, pay me, pay me my silver now. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my silver now.